This is probably the best steak I've ever made. What's going on, guys? It's Tom from Dudes Gourmet, and today I'm showing you how to use the Sous Vide. But first things first, I want to say thank you to my friends over at chefuniforms.com for these awesome chef jackets. I got pockets for everything, I look official, they fit good, they're fireproof in case there's an accident. These things are great. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, so basically what a sous vide is, it's a temperature controlled water heating device to cook meats. So basically what you're doing is, we're gonna lock a New York strip into a bag, we're gonna seal it with flavor, and then we're gonna let it cook in a water bath, and that's gonna cook from the inside out. Takes a little longer, but you never screw up, and you always get the perfect temperature every time. So first, I'm gonna set our steaks. I'm using New York strips in the bags, and then I'm gonna make a really nice steak and mushroom risotto. And I'm also gonna prep a couple other ones for the later videos. So this is gonna be a multi-part video. What we're gonna do is basically do the same thing for every steak. You need 2 cloves of garlic for every steak, and we're gonna smash them. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep them all together. We'll divvy them out later. Here's number 1. Get a little bit of oil, squirt it on your side, rub it in, flip. And now this one is gonna get our Dude's Espresso Rub. I don't usually overdo it when I set the bags, just because I'm gonna add a little bit more when I do grill them later. So you just wanna get like a little bit of color on each side, like that. There's one side. We're gonna flip it over to the other side again, okay? So now we're gonna put our cloves of garlic like that. And then we have thyme and rosemary, which we're also gonna seal in the bag. So that's one. So the good thing about these is, once you have them in the bags, you can leave them in the fridge for a little bit, and they're ready to go when you need them. And because at Dudes, everything is very low sodium, you're probably gonna wanna end with a little bit of salt, depending on how much you like. Like this is 1.5 pinches for each one. It's okay, because we're gonna add a little bit more when we sear it off. All right, now let's vacuum seal these bad boys. All right, so now that they're sealed, we're ready to go. So I'm gonna throw these in the fridge. And now I'm gonna make some steak and risotto. You guys hear that gurgling? That's my sous vide. It's letting me know that I'm ready over there. I'm gonna throw my meat in there. I have it set at 128 degrees. Should give me a perfect medium rare, hopefully. So you wanna have your meat in the water bath for around an hour, hour and 15 minutes. So while that's happening, let's make risotto. Now butter. So now, once this butter is all melted, I'm gonna get ready for my aromatics. I have a couple sprigs of thyme, a clove of garlic, and 1 chopped shallot. We're gonna saute that down just for a little bit. Oh, that smells so good already. Now I'm making a mushroom risotto. I have these shiitakes over here. I'm just gonna kind of mince them up. When everything starts to get a little brown like this, you know, everything's cooked down, you got a little bit of aromatics, there's no liquid in here. We're gonna throw just a touch of sherry in there. And that's really gonna make these mushrooms sing. And just a touch of salt. That is how I like my mushrooms. All right, so let's get all these mushrooms out of here. Let's toast these off right over here. This is your 1 cup of arborio rice. All right, once they're starting to smoke, it's time for you to start adding some chicken stock. And now the key to the risotto is you just have to constantly be moving it. That's it. Constantly moving it, constantly moving it. That's the key, just constantly moving it, 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 over and over again so it doesn't stick. That's it, that's the key to a good risotto. That and patience. Once again, I want to thank chefuniforms.com for these awesome chef jackets. They're fireproof, they're great, and I think they make me look handsome. While I'm waiting for this to evaporate, I'm just gonna chop some chives to garnish. Now we're on the home stretch. Now it's time to throw some of these mushrooms back in there. I like to cut them kind of fine. Don't cut them all, because we're still gonna garnish them on the top. Grab them. Oh yeah, that risotto is finished. All right, guys, that noise right there means that our steak is done. So I'm gonna unplug this because the noise is driving me wild, and then we're gonna prep our steak to sear, okay? Oof. All right, so right now our steak is completely cooked, okay? What we're gonna do really is just dry it off and get ready to sear. Let's get this thing dry, okay? We're gonna get some more, a little of our espresso chili rub right over here. And because Dudes is low sodium, we're gonna do another pinch of salt. Oil in this pan over here. All right, so we want this on the highest heat possible, and we're only gonna sear it for a minute on each side. Guys, that's 1 minute. Oh man, look at that, boom. Toss it away from you. Now it's time for the fun part. Here you go, add your butter, add your 2 crushed cloves of garlic, and your aromatics. Now, we're gonna sit and we're gonna baste. Oh God. This is beautiful, guys. Just continue to baste. 1 minute is all you need. All right, home stretch, guys, here we go. Oh man, that smells so good. All right. Really important, guys, is to let this rest. I let it rest for at least 5 minutes. So let's start a timer and I'll come back and I'll cut this. Here we go, guys, moment of truth. Woo, that was good. All right. Oh, those are my favorites. I'll enjoy those later. I can't even explain to you how delicious this steak is. Our chives from earlier. Just remember I saved those mushrooms, right? Just remember those drizzlings from the butter left over in the pan. All right, guys, and that's how I do steak and risotto. If you guys like my channel, click subscribe right over here. If you guys want to see Jack do steak and eggs, click over here. And if you want to see me do a banging steak sandwich, click over here. I'll see you guys next time.